Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to Regularjosh1. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about a movie that was originally supposed to be released in theaters. We're talking about Trolls World Tour. Now, this movie wasn't really something I was planning on ever making a video about, mainly because I wasn't gonna watch the movie. Did I see the first movie, Trolls? Yes, I did. Did I enjoy the first movie, Trolls? Yes, I did. To me, it wasn't really that bad. You know what I mean? It's a simple kids movie. It's harmless. It was a little cute. You know, they had some good songs in there. But when it came to the second movie, like when I started seeing the trailers for the second movie, I wasn't really all that interested. I mean, I don't know if it was the story that just didn't interest me, or was it the fact that like later on, after I saw the Trolls movie and some other movies recently and stuff, I kind of started realizing certain tropes that they do in these kid movies, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a typical kids movie or something like that. But I ended up kind of watching a couple of clips on YouTube, and I heard a couple of songs that kind of made me really, vibe with them. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the movie. Why not? So, what did I think of Trolls World Tour? Was it better than the first movie, or was it about the same, or was it not as good? I do kind of think I liked the second movie just a little better, I guess. So you have these rock and roll trolls who basically are going over the entire land, kind of represent different music. Like, say, classical trolls, or hip-hop trolls, funk trolls, which is kind of the same underneath the same world, I guess. You got the techno trolls, the country trolls, and she's visiting all of these lands, basically trying to steal, say, a string that kind of represent their music, and so she's basically stealing their own string, puts it on her own guitar, and the strings will all kind of turn into rock and roll strings, if that makes sense. What she wants to do is basically try to unite the trolls, but she wants to change everyone basically being the same troll. So you got the pop trolls, which are the main trolls in this movie. Poppy, the queen of the pop trolls now, and she is trying to stop Barb from destroying the other towns and turning everybody into the same thing, while also saying that all trolls are the same, so she also wants to try to unite the trolls as well, but not in the same way that Barb is doing. Yeah, that's basically the story of the movie. There's definitely, I guess, more in terms of story, and probably more in terms of, say, possibly conflict. What I do like also about the second movie is that we do get to see, more of the Trolls world, and it's kind of interesting how they do it. It's all divided into music sections, and I do like how they represented these worlds as well. The Barb troll, so I do like her. She was fun. I liked her design. I liked her voice actor. She did a pretty good job. And yeah, she was just all around fun on the screen. The interesting thing about her character, which I wish they kind of touched upon a bit more. What happens is that she kind of, shows that she doesn't really have friends. She has friends, but she's not 100% sure if they're real friends and whatnot. And you can see in some ways that kind of affects her. Like, she does want to have a real friend. Now, this is brought up in the beginning of the movie, but then it's also brought up near the end of the movie where the climax is happening. And I wish that they really focused on that just a little bit more, because maybe that would have been able to give us a bit more of an insight of who she is as a character and possibly what her motivations were as well. We don't necessarily see a full backstory as to why she decides to do this. And if anything, why none of the other trolls decided to do that. Like, why were all the other troll leaders very content and say, hey, yeah, we're fine with just living in our own world and living separate from the others, whereas for her, she wanted to bring them all together but have them all be one. They don't really show much motivation in this movie, and I wish they did. Like, I wish we had a bit more backstory as to why she decided to essentially do that. That would have definitely been interesting, but it is what it is. The humor in the movie wasn't really the best. Certain parts of the movie that did kind of make me chuckle or laugh, that I kind of did find to be pretty funny. But then there were definitely jokes that I saw that were definitely trying a bit too hard, or if anything, it was just the kind of jokes where you're like, oh yeah, this will totally make the kids laugh, but no, like, I can't find this funny. Honestly, that's something I should have expected, but because that's what they did in the first movie. I think the last thing I'll mention about this movie, which kind of is one of the reasons why I guess I liked it a bit more than the first one, is the overlying message. We should all accept our differences, and even though we're not the same and we're all different in our own way, we can all come together and, you know, like, I guess create a beautiful harmony or something like that. With this movie, it was kind of cool to be able to see them do that in terms of, say, like, instead of them just being, like, completely different, the thing that really divides them the most was music. Like, you know, you had like the country music where, or the country trolls where they thought, oh, pop was horrible, da 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 da, or you got, you know, Poppy, who thought that, the way the country music was kind of wrong because it made everybody in the town sad, and she was like, well, music's supposed to make everybody happy and joyful. That was kind of the same with Barb. You know, Barb didn't really understand any of the other music. She didn't understand why some of the other music was slow, why there was no lyrics, why it wasn't loud, why it wasn't crazy, and stuff like that. So all the trolls around didn't really understand the other music. Basically, in this movie said, no, you guys can be together. You guys can be friends. We all can come together, no matter what kind of differences and whatnot. I mean, honestly, overall with this movie, I thought it was pretty good. Again, like, it wasn't, like, life-changing or anything. It wasn't the best thing in the world, or obviously it wouldn't be. It's trolls. I mean, they can only really do so much. But yeah, like, I thought the movie was good. I did enjoy it. If I had to say, give it a rating, I would probably give it maybe, I don't know, maybe a 7.5 out of 10, probably. Like, I think, yeah, like, it would definitely be a little bit below the other two movies that I reviewed. Like, I would say Spies in Disguise is probably number 1, and Sonic comes in very, very close second, and Trolls is definitely in the third so far. But yeah, that was the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for even more content, and also, if you guys have seen the Trolls movies, the first one or the second one, tell me what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Of course, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys all stay safe out there. These are crazy times that we are living in. And remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. Peace out, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.